Welcome back, everyone, to the Radiant Rocket League Series. I got two new brains on the desk. I got Hercules, content creator for Dignitas, and I have Gibbs, RLCS analyst. So, man, you guys, while you were having lunch, there were some really good matches. I know you're enjoying your Chipotle, but we had some spice, especially during that BS Plus competition versus Silver Sirens. Game 3 went 10-1.
That's just not fair.
Hercules, have you ever had someone BM you that bad?
There's
no Brazil, but it was 10-1, I guess.
There is no Brazil. They went a little further than I would have anticipated. Yeah, I've had some experience with that scoreline. I'm not going to say which end of it I was on, but it's happened before.
Sophie, though, I'm liking what you're bringing to the table. BS Plus, my new favorite team. Not only is she rocking the hard hat, she's rocking the Cosmic Aftershock decal with the stars, the old school. I love it. And then she's putting home like 5 goals a game, you know, so hey, it's working. Because of the hard hat. It's the magic.
She knew you were coming on the desk. She had to throw the hard hat. I saw your little cheering from the desk.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm excited. Unfortunately, I don't get the cast BS Plus, but it's fine because they're going to win the whole thing. So.
Well, now we can zoom in to this next series. Our first semifinal of the day, the Kansas City Pioneers are facing off against Parabellum Black. And as a little tidbit, a little appetizer for the WCBC Premier Playoffs, the teams that are remaining are all from the Premier League, and this is the exact matchup that's going down next week. So there's a lot on the line. There's money on the line, but also a statement to make before the big game next week.
There really is, and next week in the WCBC, pride is pretty much what's going to be on the line here, because whoever takes this series next week is pretty much turning into a revenge match.
You can talk trash.
Yeah, you can talk as much trash as you want. The problem is I got friends on both ends of the field this time, so...
She's just popular.
Thank y'all for bringing me on here.
Pick your favorite.
It's really cool because our Final Four teams, not only are they the playoffs for Premier League, all 4 of these teams are dominating. They've all played 5 series, and they've all lost only 1 game through the entire tournament. All of them are 15-1, so... The one difference is Pioneers lost in the playoffs. So they lost to Atlantide Wave game 1. Maybe a little bit concerning, maybe not, I'm not sure.
Well, the Kansas City Pioneers, they started their day off against Atlantide Wave, which was that winless team, but of course they're winning this weekend, which is when it counts. But KCP gave up a game to Atlantide Wave. Herc, does that, worry you at all, or does that just happen?
You know, I'm gonna take a route that I don't think a lot of people would expect. I think it is a little worrying. I think that means there is potential to take down the Kansas City Pioneers. I think that if anybody could do it, it could potentially be Parabellum. Parabellum looks to be feeling themselves very well.
Are you putting your money where your mouth is, though? Are you going to pick Parabellum?
Oh, yeah, let's get predictions going.
Friends over this. I am going to go Parabellum Black.
Oh, Parabellum Black, first prediction?
I'm hoping for an upset.
Okay. I didn't pick Pioneers last time. That was a mistake, clearly. I'm going Pioneers now. They're the #1 seed for a reason. I don't mind 1 loss versus Atlantide Wave. You need a quality loss somewhere. They picked it up. Now they're ready. They're hungry. Like Game 3 and Game 4 were blowouts. I think they're ready now. So I'm going Pioneers.
Oh, I think you're trying to be so right, but you're about to be so wrong. I'm going for the upset. Me and my girl Hercules, we're on the bandwagon. I'm going Parabellum Black. And I'll tell you why. My girl Slumpy, she's on fire. She's having the best Rocket League weekend of her entire life. She had hat tricks on multiple hats. I don't even know what the terms are when you have multiple hats on top of each other. She had multiple Chipotle MVPs, and she is stepping up. And our game is almost ready. Twitch chat, have you gotten your predictions in yet? Your homework is due. 65% of you agree with Gibbs.
Smart, 2/3 almost. I like it. I like what I'm saying. They're the top dogs. It is that simple. Pioneers are looking strong, especially if they're Game 3 and Game 4. So I think Twitch chat is right on this one.
Well, a grand finals ticket is on the line between the Kansas City Pioneers and Parabellum Black, who will be top 2. We're going into Game 1.
Well, we're heading on over into a match that means so much to these 2 teams. Parabellum Black versus the Kansas City Pioneers Gold. Kickoff goes in favor of KCP, but Slumpy is going to be right there, ready to stop this fluid with a nice save there. Courtney trying to put this on the backboard and see if she can set it up for herself. A follow-up shot denied by Parabellum Black off the wall. Bella is doing what she can. She has a solid amount of boost in her tank to try and get this back to a teammate right now, but it goes off to the side. Chloe trying to dribble this. Maybe she can get it past Bella. No, but Bella is just looking too strong today.
And again, these teams throughout this tournament, 15 games won, and both have lost only one game. That is definitely going to have to change here. One of these teams will get 3 losses and lose this best of 5, but these are the matchups we've been waiting for all tournament long. Finally, they're here. Parabellum Black versus KCP Gold. 2 of the top 4 teams in Premier League for $1,500 at the very least. Want to get even more money later. Right here's a little bit of a wide open net. Bella secures the goal for Kansas City.
Bella doing everything she can to start her team off on the right foot. A nice pass from Courtney, and Bella with a nice follow-up to Kara. Just inches behind the ball, unable to make the save. KCP up by 1 goal early with 4 minutes and 7 seconds remaining.
And we joked about it a little bit. Courtney was BMing her teammates last time around, but this time she passes it out to Bella. So that's a good sign for the Pioneers. And again, we talked about it, like after the game lost, they woke up versus the Lion-Tide Wave, and I think they woke up the beast in this bracket. Pioneers looking strong.
Absolutely, and KCP is a very, very strong team. They, of course, are the favorites to go into this, but Takara trying to get a shot. Chloe is going to go up next, see if she can get a pass over here, and it does. It works out the pass over to Slumpy, and Slumpy is able to slot that right on in.
So the demo comes out, they go for the double tap, just barely miss, but they keep the pressure going, get another infield pass out while the defense is panicking. Parabellum Black ties it up.
And you know, we see KCP Gold on offense a lot of the time, but defense is definitely where, you know, the importance starts to come into play. If you are playing another team that is also equally as strong on the offensive end, you've got to be careful. You cannot be panicking like you just saw. Both teams are now tied 1-1. Bella gets it, doing what she can at the moment. Takara trying to send this over to the side. Not really too much coming of it. Emma seeing if she can get a nice pass over to her teammate. Courtney is going to clear this out to the corner, but Takara is going to put this out into midfield.
Nice little infield pass for Courtney, but it's not far enough back. So instead, Slumpy takes over. Got a couple MVPs for herself as well. So a lot of decorated athletes on the field right now because all these ladies have been winning everything throughout. Finally, one will go home with a loss, but with $1,500 in their pocket.
Oh yeah, and it's a lot of Chipotle you can buy there, maybe a couple tires or 2, or some makeup if you do please. Takara with a shot on net, but Bella with the save, sending it out over to the side and a nice clear. Chloe will be the next one to take a shot at this. Bella feeding out a Parabellum Black defender, but Takara will not be beat. She gets a nice flip and a shot on net, but Courtney, of course, will deny this. The shot just a bit too weak. These 2 teams in particular, I'm noticing a lot of clears, lots of just passes, but no true follow-ups, except for now Courtney finally with a nice follow-up. And this is what I was talking about earlier. It was a lot of clears, but not a lot of follow-ups. So Bella finally able to put that on the backboard, and Courtney pushing up just enough to secure the goal.
We've seen a lot of wall aerials normally on their side of the field. Finally, you get one through the midfield, which allows them to get the pass off the backboard. The backboard's been pretty clear for both teams, but usually those wall passes are coming from so far down the field they can't reach the backboard to then go for a pass. We finally get one there for the Pioneers.
They do, and the ball goes right back into the midfield. Bella is going to clear this into the blue half. Bella continuing to try and make a play, but Courtney's actually going to be the next one to get a touch. The ball kind of free-floating to Kara, trying to send this on the backboard, but it's a bit wide for something to really come of it, although here comes a nice shot, but it is denied up into the air. Courtney's going to try and put this on the backboard, but Chloe now understanding that KCP Gold is trying to take advantage of the backboard, and now they're ready to start setting up some defenders up there.
And not only did she hit that away, she hit it to a teammate to allow counterattack to begin. Unfortunately, it didn't really work out for them, but those are the plays you like to see on defense. You still have to look for your teammates, even when you're trying to make a save. But unfortunately, here there's some messy play in the midfield. The Pioneers capitalize.
KCP, a nice bump coming out here onto Takara, and Bella getting that nice little shot right in there, the comfort goal for her team to secure, you know, the next minute and 17 seconds. Should Parabellum Black be able to find a goal in that time, but KCP Gold coming out swinging.
Kansas City Pioneers must be very happy. They're going to the LA Major. They have an OCU team now, and they're looking to win this whole tournament as well, the #1 seed here. And Emma trying for the slow play, but Tara, big 50-50, waiting to clear it out.
A miss by Emma, mistouch, the ball goes up. Bella able to get this past 2 defenders, but a shot on net. But Courtney easily can put this on over to the side. She actually gets a nice pinch to get it past Takara. The ball goes into the midfield, a shot on net, and Demo coming out, but not resulting in a goal, and a nice save right there. A little clear over to the side. Slumpy sending it to the midfield. Courtney taking her time to get some boost and get a nice clear on over. Can she get this in? No, because Chloe is up next to try and get it into the half.
Courtney just did so much there. She first made the save as like a catch and dribble. She goes around the wall with a wall pinch, then goes for a demo on net and a shot. Doing so much for her team over that last minute of play.
Yeah, they're doing really amazing. They just got to hold on for about less than 10 seconds to Kara, trying to just send a shot on net. But of course, Courtney is going to just take her time with the ball and run the clock down, and the ball hits the ground. Kansas City Pioneers gold, taking our first game in the series.
Courtney got the MVP last time around, and honestly, I think she deserves another one for that Game 1 performance. Series isn't over. Parabellum Black definitely fought hard, but there's just a difference maker, and that is Courtney right now.
Yeah, Courtney is definitely the player to constantly be watching out for. We see her all the time in the WCBC. She's this player that kind of is everywhere and nowhere at the same time, and usually Slumpy is kind of that player for her team on Parabellum Black, but it's kind of coming down to who's going to be the stronger player on their team. Is Slumpy going to be the standout to be able to get her team more opportunities, or is Courtney going to be able to be unstoppable?
Yeah, and Parabellum Black, they are a Premier League playoff team, but they have never beaten the top 3. They've lost to all of them, so this is a golden opportunity for them to finally get that win under their belt in the most important tournament possible for them. So not a great Game 1. I think they have to find a way to just get rid of Courtney. Just demo Courtney. Get her off the field, because she's literally doing everything. She's making saves, she's making shots, she's making passes, and demo plays coming out. So if you can get her off the field occasionally, maybe the defense opens up, maybe mess up some rotations, and Parabellum Black can capitalize on that. But the first game goes to Pioneers 3-1, but we enter Game 2. And we all know Rocket League, every 5 minutes is a completely different story. So we'll see how this one pans out.
We head on over into kickoff. The ball going into the orange half, and Slumpy already trying to get a shot for her team, but not enough boost to reach or make contact with the ball. The ball goes up in the air, and Chloe will pick up a 100 boost pad and try and get a shot off of the sidewall. She's able to do so, but it's Emma is going to go ahead and come up next to Kara, though giving her a run for her money, and quick challenges coming out from Parabellum Black this time around.
Yeah, quick challenges from Courtney there, going off the wall, turning it into a pass. Ooh, shot off the post by Bella, but again, that all begins with what Courtney was doing off the wall, turns it into an infield pass. She is really facilitating everything right now for Pioneers.
Yeah, right now pace is everything, and it looks like, you know, it kind of looks like this one's a little bit faster than our previous match. You can tell people are a little bit more methodical with what they're trying to do. Courtney, we're gonna see if she can get this over Chloe, and she can. Courtney just having the time of her life in this tournament and showing people exactly what she is capable of.
Poor Chloe. It was like, oh, Courtney's got the ball all by herself, and she goes for the aerial dribble. She had 0 boost left. She still makes the 50-50 dunk happen. Pioneers up 1-0 again, all thanks to Courtney.
I'm telling you, Courtney is such a standout player on and off the field. She's a very, very sweet girl, and it's so nice to have tournaments like this be able to give these players the recognition they absolutely deserve. Courtney going up once again off the backboard, looking for the double tap, but she's unable to do so. A follow-up from Bella. Can she get this over to the side? She can.
Wow.
An attempt to save the shot results in the ball still going in.
What do you got to do if you're Parabellum on defense? You're like, Courtney goes up for an aerial dribble, an insane play, you make a save somehow, and then Bella's like, don't worry, I'll double tap
I
it
go next.
with an insane angle, and Parabellum's like, dude, like, can you just give us a breather for a second on defense here? But no, Pioneers showing why they are the #1 seed in this tournament. And wow, 2 great goals so far.
Yeah, Parabellum Black really is trying to do everything that they can, but sometimes teams just, they're They're unbeatable in actuality. Just the synergy and the plays that they come up with. KCP kind of reminds me of almost like a WCBC BDS. It's that team that nobody can figure out. And it's not like they're doing anything super special or crazy. They're just that good.
Yeah, like last year's BDS, it was one of those things of you just hope they're not on their game.
Yep.
Our other game is over. Sorry, Parabellum, but right now, Pioneers are looking like they are on their game. Only 2 minutes have passed, a 2-goal lead for the Pioneers, but Parabellum, they just gotta find something. They gotta find some small win somewhere and then ride off that one.
Yep, we're watching a little bit of a double commit between Takara and Slumpy come out right here. The ball in the midfield. Slumpy trying to do a little bit of a back pass over to Kluey, but she does get bumped. But she's able to keep control of the ball and keep it in the orange half at the moment. But Courtney will inevitably get the clear back into the blue half.
Bella's right there to attack as well. We after seeing a miss by Parabellum Black, but they get a little bit of a counterattack. Only one man left on defense, but they make the save, and Pioneers now push the ball back out. Courtney's getting that mid boost. Everyone's moving a little bit forward. Gets surprised by the clear by Parabellum. Kluey, though, hits it off the right post. Golden opportunity got.
Yeah, that was the one that you really needed to go in to help rise your levels of confidence right here. But a shot on net. Two players actually went for that, and there wasn't anybody left to go for the follow-up. An attempt at a musty flick to go on in. Takara's shot will be a bit too wide for anything to come of it. Slumpy going up next, passing this over to Kluey. Kluey just trying to keep control, but there's just not enough boost in the tank to keep it going. The ball dropping right over to Kluey, and Kluey trying to pass this over to Slumpy. Everybody just kind of taking turns and scrambling to get some boost. A shot denied by a Parabellum Black defender, and a clear will send this right back into midfield.
And that's all well and good, like all these plays on defense, but Parabellum Black, you're down 2 goals. You need to find a way to contain pressure on the offensive side. It just has not happened every single time, like we see here. Now Emma, she's on the offensive push. It's a good demo, but again, the ball's on the blue half, so good plays will result in maybe a clear, not a goal.
Yeah, as we watch Kluey air dribbling this over the defenders right into the net. Kluey able to bring this game to a 1-goal lead. We watch as this nice carry right over the defenders and into the net. Unable to be saved. We're sitting at 2-1 with 1 minute and 2 seconds remaining.
And Kluey's like, mechanics? I got mechanics. Like, I'm going to show you my little wall aerial dribble from my own half of the field. Beating out 2 defenders. No one expected that. And just like that, Parabellum is back in this game. It's just a 1-goal game. This game is so incredibly important, though. You do not want to have to try and beat Pioneers 3 games in a row.
No, you do not. Kluey's going to take her time again, but it's going to be denied by Emma in the corner, picking up some boost for her team. Can Takara get a clear? Gets a little bit of one, but Bella is going to be there to stop it and put it right back into the blue half. An attempt, kind of a little bit of a fake, kind of looking like Kluey's panicking a bit with only 20 boosts. She tries to send this over to a teammate, but Emma, of course, is going to be there. A shot on net will be denied and sent over to the side of the field. Kluey trying to get this past all 3 defenders, but she's only able to get it past 1 in the midfield. Slumpy looking for an opportunity for her teammates to score. 10 seconds left on the clock. Takara trying desperately to do something for her team at the moment, but a demo is going to stop any momentum that they had left.
Very smart play there by Pioneers. They noticed that they could have thrown 2 people down the field to make a play, but Takara, I think she panicked a bit and went for the long clear. Everyone turned around on Pioneers to go back on defense. They knew they had a 1-goal lead. They did not have to worry about scoring again. Just hold on in those last few seconds. And Pioneers do it. And look at that scorecard again. Courtney leading the way.
Courtney is such an outstanding player. And I know in the WCBC, she absolutely gets credit where credit is due, but thankfully with tournaments like the Radiant Rocket League Series, now everybody can see what kind of a player she is. You know, these are players that put in thousands upon thousands of hours, and it absolutely shows. And it's nice to see that they have the opportunity to go against even more people. Like we saw, there were content creators a part of this. There were teams that hadn't even competed in the WCBC yet. And Courtney is absolutely ready to take every single one of them down.
2-0 lead. Pioneers look unstoppable. It's just the best of 5. So at this point, Parabellum, you're on your last life. You got to win 3 games in a row against the #1 seed in this tournament. Pioneers must be feeling great about this. Courtney's on fire, and when your star player's on fire, that is exactly what you want. You always want your star player to be looking good, because then that's going to elevate everyone else on your team. That's exactly what's happening here. Pioneers look unstoppable, but Parabellum's got to do the impossible. Got to win 3 in a row versus the Pioneers.
Yep, we're sitting at a match point situation for KCP Gold. Parabellum Black's only chance of not going home is a reverse sweep, where Bella is going to be the first to go up, but actually misses the shot. The ball dropping. Bella trying to center for a teammate. But finally, Parabellum Black doing something we haven't seen them do yet, which is 2 players bumping Courtney.
There you go. Take her off the field any way you possibly can. You have to go for demos. You have to just get in her face whenever you can. Just annoy her some way. Find a way to do it. Right here, Chloe, nice little dribble flick pass, just a little bit too powerful, so it goes over her teammate's head. As we go on here, nothing's really happened yet. Bella's got an opportunity here off the wall, but huge clear by Chloe going all the way down the field.
And Emma's going to be up next, with Slumpy winning the 50, and the ball stays in control with KCP, although Chloe able to get a shot on net. Bella will deny it. A follow-up shot, again denied by Bella, and then a clear by Emma towards the net, again denied. Defense is looking stronger than it has in the past 2 games on both ends at the moment. Everybody desperate to make it to that grand finals. A clear towards the net. Courtney doing what she can, but denied. And I'm sitting here thinking, I'm watching Courtney, I'm like, I know a lot of the times demos and bumps are what tilt people, but do you think that there is anything that Parabellum could do to tilt Courtney?
I don't really know if there's much. You just got to make sure that if she has the ball, that you have someone there to challenge her at all times. We saw her patient play in the quarterfinals. When she has space, she'll make the high IQ play and score on you. So don't give her space. Make her try and be speedy. Maybe she'll make some mistakes then.
And right there, that was getting really close to their own net at the moment, but a clear will stop that. But of course, it gets sent right back into the blue half. Anytime Parabellum has made any sort of an attempt to get into the orange half, it is sent right back their way. Emma trying to kill this ball and get it over to one of her teammates at the moment. She'll continue to take control, and a bump would allow an opportunity for this to be scored, but she didn't have enough boost to get the ball into the net, and Courtney is going to go up next.
Chloe, though, big read off the wall there. Bella, though, has space, has some boost, cannot get the double tap that she wants. Turns in the pass to Emma, but they throw it away.
Yep, and Chloe's going to go ahead and try and get some sort of like a pinch I'm looking at, but doesn't have enough boost, but it's okay. Takara's up next with a shot on net, but it gets saved and sent over to the side. Another shot on net coming out here. Chloe with an on-target shot, but it is just barely hitting the post in the midfield. Parabellum Black just taking turns, one after the other, shots on net, all just a bit too high or a bit too wide for anything to come of them, but they're looking stronger than they did before. 2 minutes and 12 seconds remain, and we're still sitting at 0-0 at the moment. This game is looking closer than any of the others had. Chloe trying to air dribble this and bring this back down to one of her teammates, but a clear will deny an opportunity, and an open net. Can it go in? No!
Emma, she rushed the play, and it seems like Parabellum is just sending all 3 forward. They're getting frustrated about the offensive side of the play, so they try and make it happen, and left a wide open net, but the Pioneers, a rare mistake to keep this score.
Yeah, situations like that is where communication is huge. You need the reassurance of your teammates to let you know that you have enough time to take with that sort of a play right there. Courtney is going to go up next, and Chloe has enough boost in the tank to attempt to get this past the defender, but she's unable to. The ball goes off the backboard and will be cleared into Slumpy's car. Slumpy doing what she can to send this right back over to them. Takara with a redirect over into the orange half, gets sent right back by Bella.
Parabellum Black has to be feeling pretty good about this game. Now at a little team pinch. Does that go in, or is it wide? It's just barely wide, and they miss again. They have to be feeling great about all these opportunities that they're getting, but every time they have a chance, they're throwing it high or throwing it wide. They should win this game right now based on what's happening on the field, but it is still scoreless.
It's got to hurt to not get that one, and that would have been amazing had a team pinch been the reason they got in a double demo, an opportunity, but everybody's a little slow to the play at the moment. This is where communication is everything. You have to remain calm and let your teammates know that you have enough time or that these double demos are starting to come out. Bella with a clear 36 boost in her tank, and she's unable to get it far enough that it is impossible, but a shot on net again denied. The ball is in the air and into the midfield.
So I need 2 hands to count the golden opportunities that Parabellum Black has had in this game alone. Yet 0-0 on the board, but they have to keep going strong no matter what. Don't get tilted about the misses. Just be happy that you have these opportunities versus a great Pioneers team. It's wide open. It's bar down. 1 second on the clock, and Emma just puts it over the double commit, and Parabellum sees game 3 go away. Their tournament lives very likely gone. It comes down to one final kickoff.
You're looking for a miracle right here, but the ball will drop.
Oh, that's a
Jeez.
heartbreaker. Heartbreaker for Parabellum. That game, they looked better than the #1 seed in the Pioneers, but the best teams find a way to win, and Kansas City Pioneers, that #1 seed, they were 15-1 in the whole tournament. Make that 18-1 now, a 3-0 sweep over their rivals in the Premier League.
They really looked good there, and I really thought Parabellum Black had the opportunity to finally at least take something away from the Kansas City Pioneers, but nonetheless, the favorites continue on. GG's to Parabellum Black. They did absolutely everything that they could, but nonetheless, we've got a lot more Rocket League underway, and I know a lot of you guys are probably getting hungry, so make sure to text those codes that we've been sending out and chatting on the screen as well. Here's yet another one for you guys. Claim your Chipotle entrees, and we will see you right after this break.
Yeah, RL 203, RRL 203.
Like it was only just a dream.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Radiant Rocket League Series. We're the wrongingest desk there ever was. If that was a word, I just invented
What?
it.
I chose Pioneers.
We don't.
Okay, but I don't count. I get it.
You don't count.
All right, it's fine.
We were cheering for Hercules' friends, apparently. You picked your bestest of friends on Parabellum Black, but they just couldn't pull through Hercules. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I was really rooting for that dark horse kind of situation, but at the end of the day, Courtney just was doing too good for anybody to stop her.
It was insane. Like, I just felt like game 1 and game 2, it's just like, we see Courtney just get the ball, she can do no wrong. And then game 3 was where everyone was hopeful that this could turn into a series. Parabellum Black looked amazing. So many opportunities, and every shot hitting the post, going high, every single chance, and that's got to be frustrating. On top of all that, it comes down to Emma just beating out a double commit and the ball barely bouncing in with 1 second on the clock.
I'm wondering if this highlight's ever going to come up, but game 2, Chloe had this aerial dribble that
Yeah.
just had
Here it
all
is.
of the talent
Here it is.
backstage. We were just like, oh my God, is that going in? And then we were screaming.
And that's the catalyst we thought that they would need, Parabellum Black, but then scoreless game 3 for so incredibly long until this play by Emma, where just a double commit on defense. It's not even a hard shot. We thought it might even bar down and out. It doesn't. It goes in with 1 second left.
Well, Kansas City Pioneers get to go to the grand finals for their chance at the $6,000 first place, total of $15,000 prize pool. So everyone who made it today got a piece of that prize pool.
Yeah.
But we have one person that we want to highlight from the series. And I know there was a ton of names that stood out today, but our MVP is Courtney. The mechanics were strong, not the highest of goals, but what she's able to do on the field was amazing.
Just the impact player. Just every time she had the ball, she was doing something with it. We saw plays where it'd be like 1 minute of full play where Courtney's doing everything. Saves, to shots, to passes. She was doing it all. Like, outside of demos, she was being friendly for a series.
Yeah, Courtney really just doing everything. I'm looking at this 13 shots.
Yeah.
Her
Crazy.
pressure absolutely never letting up, and Courtney just absolutely deserved this. She's done amazing all weekend, and she continues to surprise all of us with her capabilities, but I think there might be more underway.
Yes, we have a Real Talk Chipotle MVP interview with Courtney herself. And I'm excited to talk to her to get her thoughts before the finals, not spending too much time. Hey, Courtney, can you hear us okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hello.
Okay, good. We can hear you too. I was worried I had to bring out the sign language, but congratulations on your win today. My first question is just game 3. 0-0 standstill forever, and then the 1 second goal. Bring me through that moment. Were you all screaming through that?
We were kind of just laughing how the way it went in. Like, it kind of was like unexpected way to go in, and just having that happen at 0 seconds, it just felt really good. I think it's the confidence boost we needed going into the finals.
So, Courtney, I'm going to throw you on the bus a little bit. Versus Atlantide Wave, you're getting a little greedy, bumping your teammates out of the way when you bump Bella out for the wide open net. What were team comms like when you're bumping Bella out of there?
Just my bad. That's pretty much it. That's a summary, and then I try to get past it as soon as I can.
Well, Courtney, I have one question for you. I have watched you play over the past 9 weeks, including this weekend, and I have one question to ask. Is this peaking for you, or do you think that you're going to be able to do even more in the grand finals?
I honestly feel I need to step my game up. I feel like I haven't been playing that great all day. I know I can perform a lot better. It's just a matter of feeling comfortable and doing what I need to do.
Well, you have one more match yet to go. I know you're going to the grand finals. That's to celebrate. But I want to get your thoughts on who could be joining you there. We got BS Plus versus Flashes of Brilliance on the other semifinal. And I know you know a lot about these teams over in the Premier League. But that's a tough match to call, so I'm going to be relying on your opinion here. Who do you think's going to the finals?
I think it's going to be a Game 5 OT. And it's hard for me to say because I have friends on both teams. So I feel I'm going to get some heat after. But I'm going to say BS Plus.
Okay, the BS Plus call by Courtney. We'll see if you're correct, but congratulations on making it at least top 2, and we're looking forward to cheering you on in the finals.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Bye, Courtney.
My bad. That's it. Just my bad. I
My
was like,
bad.
all right, whatever.
Sorry.
I'll keep scoring. I'm not playing that well. All right, Courtney. Let's calm it down, all right? You got back-to-back MVPs. You're playing fantastic.
Yeah, she's got like an A-.
Yes.
She's like,
Yes.
I want an A+.
Yes, I'm very worried for whoever else playing in the finals if Courtney feels like she's playing better than if she starts speaking. So, it's Pioneers, man. They look great.
Well, let's look at the journey through the bracket, because we're almost at the end of our event, almost the end of our weekend. And all of these teams have fought so hard to get to this point. Kansas City Pioneers just took a win, a 3-0 win, in fact, over Parabellum Black to go to the finals. And we're still waiting. Right after this, we're going to have BS Plus versus Flashes of Brilliance, the second place and third place team from the Premier League. And Gibbs, it's just coming all down to this.
Coming all down to this, $15,000 on the line. And I love it because they're going to play next weekend in the Premier League playoffs for another $9,000. So these ladies must be loving these next 10 days because they're getting paid.
Oh, yes, they are. And, you know, like I talked about numerous times, and I'll continue to talk about again, tournaments like these are huge. And I am so grateful that this opportunity has arisen for all of these amazing teams and players. And like Gibbs said, next week we got even more games coming from these two teams, and I'm excited to see what goes on for the rest of tonight.
Yes, these players are having their ultimate glow up, but so on the desk, we get to glow. It's a little bit of sweat, but a little bit of makeup too. So big shout out to NYX Professional Makeup for making sure we don't sweat so much on the desk. So while we'll be stepping away for a break, our amazing partner, NYX Professional Makeup, is doing giveaways for a variety of products on the Raidiant Instagram, so you can look good and play good. So make sure you head over to the Raidiant Instagram, because while your stomachs are full with Chipotle, make sure your face is full of makeup, but in a good way. But I know even Gibbs, you got some love.
I know, I'm looking pretty for once in my life, so I'm pretty excited about that. But we got to get down to business because we got 2 matches left. I'm excited.
Yes, 2 more matches. BS Plus versus Flashes. Another semifinal is right around the corner. We're going to throw it to a short break. When we get back, we're going to end this.
I'm Taryn Alexandra.
I'm Snoozy.
I'm Gargle. We're Prestige Royal. And this is Hot Seat presented by NYX Cosmetics. Team Mom is 100% Taryn. It is an unfallible fact that is the Team Mom. I would not let my child date Snoozy 100%. They can be friends though.
Oh, probably Gargle. I don't really know. I don't really wear a lot of makeup, so definitely wouldn't be me.
Like Gargle, because I watch her do the workshop maps. I just don't have that level of dedication, but she does.
Wanting it so much that it's problematic, I would say, is probably my secret to being competitive.
Be sure to tune in on February 26th for the Raidiant Rocket League Series at twitch.tv/RadiantGG.